Sleep secrets for seniors. You know what's fascinating? We spend almost a third of our lives asleep. But here's the big question. Are you truly resting, or are you just lying in bed, fighting with the pillow, staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m.? If you're over 60, 70, maybe even 80, chances are sleep doesn't come as easy as it once did. Maybe you wake up multiple times at night. Maybe you toss and turn because your legs won't stay still. Or maybe you wake up in the morning and instead of feeling refreshed, you feel even more tired. Sound familiar? You're not alone. According to the CDC, nearly half of American seniors report problems with sleep. That means millions of older adults are struggling night after night. And poor sleep isn't just frustrating. It can actually affect your brain, your heart, your mood, even your independence. But here's the exciting part. What if I told you there are proven natural secrets, hidden in science, daily habits, and even ancient wisdom that could help you enjoy restorative nights and brighter days? Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could change the way you sleep and the way you live. Why sleep becomes the secret lifeline for seniors. When you're younger, skipping a night's sleep feels like a bad hangover. You're cranky, groggy, maybe you need an extra coffee. But when you're older, lack of sleep hits differently. It's not just about feeling tired. It can mess with your memory, your balance, your immune system, and even your risk of diseases like Alzheimer's or heart failure. Think of your body like a classic American car, say a 1965 Mustang. Beautiful, powerful, still running strong, but it needs careful maintenance. Sleep is that maintenance. It's the oil change, the tune-up, the polish. Without it, the engine wears down faster. Here's the truth. During deep sleep, your brain clears out toxins linked to dementia. During REM sleep, you process emotions and memories. And while you're resting, your immune system resets itself, like a fresh software update. That's why good sleep equals brighter mornings. Not just surviving the day, but actually enjoying it. The science of sleep and aging. Now, let's break down why sleep changes with age. When you were 25, your sleep was like a perfectly timed orchestra. Your body made plenty of melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain, hey, it's dark, it's time to rest. Your circadian rhythm, that natural 24-hour clock inside you, was strong, ticking like Big Ben. And your night was filled with plenty of deep sleep, the kind where your body repairs muscles, builds memory, and heals. But as we age, melatonin levels drop. Circadian rhythm weakens. Deep sleep turns into lighter sleep. That's why many seniors say, I go to bed early, but I still wake up at 4 a.m. It's not your fault. It's biology. A study from Harvard Medical School found that older adults spend less time in deep restorative sleep and more time in lighter stages where it's easy to wake up. And here's another twist. Medications, blood pressure pills, heart drugs, even common painkillers can all interfere with sleep cycles. So if you've ever wondered, why can't I sleep the way I used to? Now you know. Common sleep problems seniors face. Let's get real. Most older adults don't just have trouble sleeping. They deal with very specific, frustrating challenges. 1. Insomnia, can't fall asleep or wake up and can't get back to bed. 2. Sleep apnea, breathing pauses at night, sometimes without even realizing it. Snoring isn't just annoying, it could be dangerous. 3. Restless legs syndrome. That creepy crawly urge to move your legs just as you were trying to relax. 4. Frequent urination, waking up every hour to use the bathroom. 5. Medication side effects. Some drugs can trigger insomnia, vivid dreams, or daytime sleepiness. Now, here's the scary part. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired. It can raise your risk of memory loss and dementia. Heart problems like high blood pressure and strokes, depression and anxiety. Weaker immune system, meaning more colds, slower healing, even falls and accidents because grogginess affects balance. But here's the good news. Sleep problems are not a life sentence. There are solutions, many of them natural, safe, and surprisingly simple. The first secrets, natural boosters for restorative sleep. Before we dive into heavy science, let's start with practical, senior-friendly tips you can try tonight. 1. Herbal teas at night: chamomile, valerian root, lemon balm. These teas have gentle compounds that calm the nervous system. They're caffeine-free and they help signal the brain it's bedtime. 2. Magnesium-rich foods. Magnesium is called the relaxation mineral. It helps muscles unclench, nerves calm down, and the brain slow its activity. Foods like almonds, spinach, pumpkin seeds, and even a small piece of dark chocolate can make a difference. 3. Evening rituals. Your body loves rhythm. Try this. Every night, dim the lights, play soft music, stretch gently, and sip warm tea. Doing the same routine nightly is like teaching your body, okay, it's time to shut down. 4. Limit blue light. Phones, tablets, TVs, they all shoot blue light into your eyes, tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Try cutting off screens 1-2 hours before bed. If you love reading, switch to a soft lamp or audiobook. Let me paint a picture. Imagine this. You're lying in bed. Your body feels heavy, warm, relaxed. You close your eyes. And instead of worrying about bills or health, you're picturing your grandkids running to hug you the next morning. That's what restorative sleep does. It's not just about hours. It is about waking up with the energy to enjoy your family, your hobbies, even a sunny walk around your neighborhood. And trust me, this is possible. We've covered a lot already, so let's quickly recap. Sleep is more than rest. It's survival, healing, and memory protection. Aging makes sleep harder because of melatonin decline and lighter sleep cycles. Common senior sleep struggles include insomnia, apnea, restless legs, and frequent waking. Poor sleep raises risks for memory loss, heart disease, and mood problems. But natural boosters, like herbal teas, magnesium foods, evening rituals, and limiting blue light, can already make a huge difference. And guess what? This is just the beginning, because in the next section, we're going to dive into daily habits, routines, and bedroom secrets that most seniors have never tried. But once you do, they could completely transform your nights. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could be the missing link between restless nights and brighter days. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you had a truly great night's sleep? I don't mean the kind where you just knocked out from exhaustion. I mean the kind where you woke up feeling alive, energized, ready to move, to cook, to walk, to smile. For many seniors, that kind of sleep feels like a distant memory. But here's the truth. Restoring it isn't about chasing a miracle pill. It is about shaping your days and nights in a way that trains your body and brain to relax again. Because believe it or not, sleep begins long before you get into bed. Most people think sleep is about what happens at night, but in reality, it starts the moment you wake up. Your body has a built-in clock, the circadian rhythm, and it needs a reset every morning. And the best reset? Sunlight. When you step outside and let natural sunlight hit your eyes, your brain gets a powerful signal. It's daytime. Be alert now, and when night comes, I'll help you wind down. Studies from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, show that just 15 to 30 minutes of morning sunlight helps regulate melatonin production later that night. That means you'll fall asleep easier. So here's a simple ritual. Step outside within an hour of waking. Even if it's cloudy, the outdoor light is stronger than any indoor lamp. Take a slow walk, sip your coffee on the porch, or water your plants. That little habit can shift your body clock back into balance. Gentle movement. During the day now, I know what you're thinking. Exercise at my age? Don't worry. I'm not talking about running marathons. I'm talking about movement, the kind that feels good, not painful. Why does this matter? Because regular activity does 3 powerful things for seniors. 1. It improves deep sleep quality. 2. It reduces restless legs and body stiffness at night. 3. It lowers stress hormones, making it easier to drift off. What counts as movement? A brisk walk around your neighborhood, gentle yoga or stretching, chair exercises while watching TV, even dancing slowly to your favorite oldies in the living room. The key is consistency. Do it daily, ideally in the morning or afternoon. Try to avoid heavy exercise right before bed. It can be too stimulating. Think of it this way: you're giving your body the right kind of tiredness, the kind that leads to deep, restorative sleep. The power of evening walks. Here's something most seniors have never tried: a gentle evening walk. Why does it work? Because it helps with digestion, lowers blood sugar, and signals your body that the active part of the day is over. It's like a soft landing before the final sleep runway. Even 10-15 minutes after dinner, just walking around the block or in your garden can make a noticeable difference. And if you do it while breathing deeply, slowly, you'll feel stress drain away. Stretching and relaxation routines. Now, let's talk about what happens just before bed. Most seniors spend their evenings in front of the TV or scrolling on their phones, but your body needs a transition ritual, a clear signal that it's time to power down. Here are a few ideas. 1. Gentle stretching. Shoulder rolls, neck circles, calf stretches, nothing intense, just enough to release tension. 2. Breathing practice. Try this. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 7. Exhale slowly for 8. Repeat 3 to 4 times. This slows your heart rate and quiets the mind. 3. Gratitude journaling. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. It shifts your brain from worry mode to peace mode. 4. Prayer or meditation. Many seniors find comfort in nightly prayer, Bible verses, or simple meditation. Studies show that spiritual practices lower stress and improve sleep quality. Remember, your evening routine doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs to be consistent. Creating the perfect sleep environment. Okay, now let's get into one of the most overlooked sleep secrets: your bedroom itself. You wouldn't expect a seed to grow in the wrong soil. Likewise, you can't expect your body to sleep deeply in the wrong environment. Here's what makes the perfect senior-friendly sleep sanctuary. 1. Mattress and pillow. Your mattress should support your back and joints. Too soft and you sink, too hard and you ache. Pillows matter too. A supportive neck pillow can reduce snoring and stiffness. If your mattress is over 8 to 10 years old, it might be time for an upgrade. 2. Temperature. Seniors sleep best in cooler rooms, around 65-68 degrees. A fan or light blanket can help. Overheating is a major sleep disruptor. 3. Darkness. Blackout curtains or a simple eye mask can block outside light. Remember, darkness tells your brain to release melatonin. 4. Quiet or white noise. Total silence isn't always good. Gentle white noise, like a fan, a soft rain sound, or ocean waves, can calm the brain and mask disruptive noises. 5. No clocks in sight. If you keep staring at the clock at 2 a.m., your anxiety goes up. Turn it away. Trust your body, not the ticking reminder. The blue light battle. We touched on this earlier, but it's worth digging deeper. Phones, TVs, tablets, they all shine blue light into your eyes. And blue light is basically a stay-awake signal for your brain. Now, here's the kicker. Seniors are even more sensitive to it because aging eyes already struggle with natural melatonin production. So what can you do? Cut off screens at least 1 hour before bed. If you must use them, switch to night mode or wear blue light blocking glasses. Instead of watching late-night news, which often raises stress, try soft music, an audiobook, or gentle reading under a warm lamp. Think of it this way: your brain is like a kid. If you give it sugar before bed, it won't sleep. If you give it calm signals, it will. Nutrition and hydration. Before bed, here's where things get really interesting. Most people don't realize that what they eat and drink in the evening can make or break their sleep. Foods that help sleep. A small banana, rich in magnesium and potassium. A handful of almonds or walnuts, healthy fats plus magnesium. A bowl of warm oatmeal releases tryptophan, which turns into melatonin. Turkey or milk, classic sources of tryptophan. Drinks to avoid caffeine, even if it's in the afternoon. It can stay in your system for 6 to 8 hours. Alcohol, it may make you drowsy at first, but it disrupts REM sleep and causes early waking. Too much water right before bed, you'll be waking up to use the bathroom. Golden rule. Eat your heaviest meal at lunch, lighter at dinner. Your digestion slows at night, and heavy meals can trigger acid reflux and restlessness. Breathing, meditation, and prayer. Now, let us talk about what to do when you're actually in bed and your mind wants to stop racing. Instead of reaching for a pill, try one of these. 1. Box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Repeat. It's used by Navy SEALs for calmness. 2. Body scan meditation. Close your eyes. Imagine scanning your body from head to toe, relaxing each part as you go. It tells your nervous system, we're safe, we can rest. 3. Prayer. Many American seniors find prayer brings peace. Whether it's whispering the Lord's Prayer, reciting Psalms, or simply talking to God, it has a calming effect backed by science. Picture this again. It's night. You're lying in bed. The room is cool, dark, and peaceful. You've just stretched, prayed, or listened to soft music. You feel your breath slow, your body softens, and as you drift off, you know you'll wake up not just rested, but ready. Ready for a walk, a laugh with your neighbor, a morning coffee with energy, not fatigue. That's the gift of a properly prepared night. We just covered powerful daily and nightly habits. Morning sunlight resets your body clock. Gentle movement and evening walks prepare your body for rest. Stretching, prayer, or journaling create a calming routine. Bedroom setup, mattress, temperature, light, sound matters more than you think. Nutrition and hydration can either help or sabotage sleep. And finally, breathing and prayer techniques are safer, more natural alternatives to pills. But wait, there's still more to uncover. Because next, we'll dive into senior-specific challenges like frequent urination, medications, and medical conditions, and how to manage them safely. We'll also talk about when it's time to seek medical help and the truth about prescription versus natural solutions. Trust me, this is where the puzzle really comes together. So don't go anywhere, because what's coming up could be the turning point between years of restless nights and a brand new chapter of restorative sleep. Let's get real for a moment. Up to now, we've talked about habits, routines, and bedroom environments. But what about those very specific, frustrating things that older adults face? Things like waking up every 2 hours to use the bathroom, or restless legs kicking just when you're about to drift off, or worse, snoring so loud your partner has to move to another room. These aren't just annoyances. They're challenges that need real solutions, solutions that respect your health, your safety, and your independence. So in this part, let's shine a spotlight on the real-world sleep struggles of seniors and the safest ways to manage them. Challenge 1. Frequent nighttime urination, nocturia. If you're over 60, you probably know the routine. You fall asleep, and then, boom, you're up at 1 a.m., 3 a.m., maybe even 5 a.m., rushing to the bathroom. This is called nocturia, and it's one of the top reasons seniors lose deep sleep. Why does it happen? As we age, our bladder holds less. Prostate issues in men or pelvic floor weakness in women can increase urges. Certain medications, like diuretics, make it worse. What you can do: limit fluids 2 to 3 hours before bed. Avoid caffeine and alcohol in the evening. Speak to your doctor if it's extreme. Sometimes medication timing can be adjusted. Here's a simple tip. Keep a soft nightlight on the way to the bathroom. It prevents falls and keeps your body calmer than turning on bright overhead lights. Challenge 2. Sleep apnea. Now let's talk about something dangerous and often undiagnosed. Sleep apnea. This is when your breathing actually stops for short moments during sleep. Many seniors don't even know they have it. They just wake up groggy with headaches or hear complaints about their snoring. But here's the scary part. Untreated sleep apnea raises your risk of heart attack, stroke, memory decline, and even sudden death. According to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, nearly 1 in 4 adults over 65 may have some form of sleep apnea. Warning signs: loud snoring, gasping or choking sounds at night, morning headaches, extreme daytime fatigue. Solutions: see a doctor for a sleep study. If diagnosed, CPAP machines or newer devices can keep airways open. Weight loss, side sleeping, and avoiding alcohol at night can also help. Here's the truth. Many seniors resist CPAP at first, thinking it's uncomfortable. But those who stick with it often say, "It gave me my life back." Challenge 3. Restless leg syndrome, RLS. Have you ever felt a crawling, tingling urge to move your legs when you're just trying to relax? That's restless leg syndrome. It can ruin bedtime. The more you fight it, the worse it feels. Possible causes: low iron levels, certain medications, neurological changes with aging. What helps? Evening stretching, warm baths before bed, checking iron and magnesium levels with your doctor, avoiding caffeine and nicotine. Some seniors find relief by using weighted blankets. They create a calming hug effect for the legs. Challenge 4. Medication side effects. This is a big one. Many seniors take multiple prescriptions: blood pressure meds, painkillers, antidepressants, heart drugs. And guess what? A lot of them interfere with sleep. For example, beta blockers for blood pressure can lower melatonin. Steroids can cause insomnia. Some antidepressants trigger vivid dreams. What can you do? Never stop a medication on your own. Instead, talk to your doctor. Sometimes a simple change in timing, taking it in the morning instead of at night, can reduce the sleep disruption. This is where being your own advocate matters. Don't just accept bad sleep as your new normal. Ask questions, push for adjustments. Challenge 5. Anxiety and loneliness. Here's something we don't talk about enough. Sleep isn't only about the body, it's about the mind and the heart too. Many American seniors live alone, especially after retirement or the loss of a spouse. Nights feel long, quiet, and sometimes lonely. Anxiety about health, bills, or family creeps in. And what happens? The brain stays alert, like a guard on duty, instead of relaxing into sleep. What helps? Evening phone calls or video chats with family. Joining senior centers or church groups for more daily connection. Nightly prayer or meditation, writing worries down on paper before bed, literally parking them until tomorrow. Remember, loneliness and worry are heavy. Letting them out lightens the mind for rest. Senior-specific safety practices. Now let's address something vital: safety at night. Because poor sleep isn't just about grogginess, it can lead to accidents, falls, fractures, confusion. So here are smart, senior-specific safety tips. Night lights in hallways and bathrooms prevents dangerous trips. Non-slip rugs and clear walkways. Clutter causes midnight falls. Stable furniture. A sturdy chair or bed frame helps if you need balance. Keep water and glasses near the bed. Saves midnight wandering. Think of these as your sleep safety net. They make your nights smoother, calmer, and safer. When to seek medical help. Here's an important truth. Sometimes natural tips aren't enough. You should see a doctor if you snore loudly or stop breathing at night. You wake up gasping or choking. You're always exhausted no matter how long you sleep. You fall asleep suddenly during the day. Insomnia lasts for weeks despite good habits. You have chest pain or irregular heartbeat at night. Never ignore these signs. They can point to sleep apnea, heart issues, or other conditions that need medical care. Natural versus prescription solutions. This is where things get controversial. In the USA, millions of seniors are prescribed sleeping pills like Ambien, Lunesta, or benzodiazepines. They can knock you out, yes, but they don't give you true restorative sleep. Worse, they come with risks. Dependence, you can't sleep without them. Next-day drowsiness, leading to falls. Memory problems, dangerous interactions with other medications. So what's the alternative? Natural options, herbal teas, chamomile, valerian root, melatonin supplements, low doses only, 0.3 to 1 milligrams for seniors. Magnesium, breathing and meditation practices, consistent bedtime routines. The goal isn't just to knock out. The goal is to restore your brain and body. Now, does that mean prescriptions are always bad? No. For short-term crises or severe insomnia under medical supervision, they can help, but they should never be your only plan. Think of natural methods as the foundation and prescriptions as the emergency backup. Real-life case studies, USA seniors. Let me share a few real stories, because sometimes advice feels more powerful when you see it in action. Case 1. Linda, 72, from Florida. Linda struggled with insomnia after her husband passed. Nights were filled with worry and loneliness. She started doing a nightly ritual: prayer, chamomile tea, soft jazz music, and journaling. Within weeks, she reported sleeping 6 to 7 hours straight. She told me, "It wasn't the tea, it was the peace I created before bed." Case 2, Robert, 68, from Ohio. Robert had sleep apnea, but resisted getting tested. His wife kept nudging him because of his loud snoring. Finally, he did a sleep study and got a CPAP machine. The first week was tough, but after a month, his energy skyrocketed. He said, "I didn't realize how foggy I was until the fog lifted." Case 3. Maria, 75, from California. Maria loved her late-night TV shows, but she never felt rested. Her doctor suggested cutting screens an hour before bed. She switched to audiobooks. Now she says she falls asleep faster and wakes up happier. "I still get my stories," she laughed, "but without the blue light keeping me up." These aren't fairy tales. They're everyday American seniors who took small steps and found brighter days. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. You've made small changes. You take a morning walk in the sun. You stretch at night. Your bedroom feels like a cozy sanctuary, not a restless prison. And when you wake up, you feel sharper, lighter, even younger. You have the energy to garden, to laugh with your grandkids, to drive safely, to enjoy your retirement with joy instead of exhaustion. That's not just a dream. That's the reality good sleep can give you. So in this section we covered common senior-specific sleep challenges, nocturia, apnea, restless legs, medications, and anxiety. Safety practices for nighttime independence, red flags that mean it's time to see a doctor, the truth about natural versus prescription sleep solutions, and real-life stories of American seniors who transformed their nights. But don't stop here, because in the next part, we'll tie it all together with a cinematic conclusion, a reminder that sleep isn't just about rest. It's about life, independence, joy, and longevity, and I promise, what you'll hear next may completely change the way you think about sleep forever. So far, we've uncovered the science of aging and sleep, explored nighttime routines, and even reshaped the bedroom environment. Now, let's walk into another corner of this puzzle. Because no matter how perfect your mattress is, or how quiet your room feels, if your body's inner chemistry is off balance, sleep still slips away like sand through your fingers. And here's the hidden truth. What you eat and drink in the evening can either invite sleep in like a gentle friend or chase it away like an unwelcome stranger. Let's start with a familiar image. Imagine it's 7 p.m. You've had dinner, You're sitting at the table with a cup of coffee. It feels cozy, it feels routine. But did you know that one cup of evening coffee could still be buzzing in your bloodstream at 11 p.m. or even midnight? Caffeine isn't just in coffee. It hides in black tea, green tea, chocolate, and even some energy or diet sodas. For seniors, the liver metabolizes caffeine more slowly. That means what a 30-year-old body clears in 4 hours, a 70-year-old might still be processing after 7 to 8 hours. That's why experts recommend cut caffeine after 2 p.m. If you're sensitive, even earlier. Now let's switch gears. If caffeine is a sleep thief, what foods act like sleep guardians? Magnesium-rich foods, almonds, pumpkin seeds, spinach. Magnesium calms the nervous system, helping muscles relax. Tryptophan sources turkey, oats, bananas, warm milk. This amino acid helps your brain produce serotonin and melatonin. Complex carbs. A small serving of oatmeal or whole grain toast can steady blood sugar and guide your body into rest. And then there's the famous evening tea, chamomile. It's more than an old wives' tale. Chamomile contains apigenin, a compound that gently binds to brain receptors, promoting calmness and easing insomnia. Lavender tea, lemon balm, and valerian root have similar effects. But let's add a caution. Many seniors struggle with frequent urination at night. The more fluid you drink after 7 p.m., the more likely you'll wake up for bathroom trips. So the golden rule is, hydrate well in the morning and afternoon, taper down in the evening. Think of it this way, water is your friend during the day, but your enemy after 8 p.m. Coffee, black tea and green tea, caffeine. Cola and diet sodas, caffeine plus sugar. Alcohol. It knocks you out, yes, but it shatters sleep cycles, leaving you groggy at 3 a.m. Excessive water close to bedtime. One more hidden culprit, spicy or greasy late-night meals. They can trigger acid reflux when you lie down, causing that burning sensation in the chest and keeping you wide awake. Instead, think light. A small bowl of oatmeal with banana slices, a slice of turkey on whole grain toast, or warm milk with a pinch of cinnamon. Sleep doesn't begin in the bedroom, it begins in the kitchen. But what if even with the right food, your mind won't stop racing? Here's where ancient wisdom meets modern science. Have you ever noticed how children fall asleep on their mother's chest, listening to slow, steady breathing? That rhythm triggers calm. Seniors can recreate the same magic with breathing exercises. Try this. Breathe in slowly for 4 seconds. Hold gently for 7 seconds. Exhale through the mouth for 8 seconds. This is called the 4-7-8 breathing technique, developed by Dr. Andrew Weil. It calms the nervous system, lowers heart rate, and tells the brain it's safe to let go. Pair this with guided meditation or soft prayer. For many seniors in America, bedtime is also a time of reflection, counting blessings, remembering family, whispering prayers. Science now confirms what faith has long practiced. A calm mind rests easier. White noise machines are another tool. The gentle hum of rainfall, ocean waves, or even a steady fan masks disruptive sounds and creates a cocoon of calm. Let's pause for a quick refresher. We've now added 3 more powerful pieces to your sleep toolkit. 1. Nutrition and hydration, fueling sleep, not fighting it. 2. Evening rituals with herbal teas and mindful eating. 3. Breathing, meditation, and white noise as natural sleep aids. Stay with me, because next we'll walk into one of the most overlooked but life-saving topics for seniors, safety during the night. Because here is the reality. Restorative sleep means nothing if a midnight fall or unsafe environment puts your health at risk. You've learned how to eat for sleep, breathe for calm, and set up your room for peace. But let's pause and face reality. Because the truth is, restful nights don't just mean good dreams. They must also mean safe nights. For seniors, one wrong move in the dark can lead to a fall, a broken hip, or weeks in the hospital. And studies show that more than 1 in 4 Americans over 65 experiences a fall each year, and most of those happen at home. So now, let's explore how to make your nights not just restorative, but secure. Think about this. You wake up at 2 a.m. to use the bathroom. You're half asleep, the room is dark, and maybe you feel a little dizzy. That's exactly when accidents happen. Here are practical steps to build a safety net around your sleep. 1. Night lights. Place small motion sensor lights in hallways, bathrooms, and near your bed. Soft amber or red tones are best. They light the way without disrupting melatonin. 2. Clear pathways. No clutter on the floor. No shoes, wires, or loose rugs between your bed and the bathroom. Imagine your house as a runway. Clear, direct, and safe. 3. Stable support. Install grab bars near the bed and in the bathroom. Keep a sturdy chair near your bed in case you feel dizzy when standing. 4. Bed height and mattress safety. Your bed should allow you to sit with feet flat on the floor, knees bent at a natural 90-degree angle. Too high or too low increases fall risk. 5. Footwear. No slippery socks at night. Use non-slip socks or soft-soled slippers. 6. Emergency plan. Keep a phone, flashlight, and water bottle by the bedside. Consider a wearable medical alert system, especially if you live alone. Now let's get serious, because some sleep problems are not just annoying, they're red flags. Here's when you must talk to your doctor. Sleep apnea symptoms: loud snoring, choking, gasping for air, waking up exhausted. Untreated sleep apnea raises risks of heart attack and stroke. Extreme insomnia, if you can't sleep more than 3-4 hours a night for weeks. Restless legs that feel like crawling or burning every night. Unexplained daytime fatigue, even with 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Frequent nighttime urination could signal prostate, bladder, or heart issues. And remember, many seniors take prescription medications, blood pressure pills, antidepressants, steroids, even over-the-counter antihistamines that interfere with sleep. Never stop meds on your own. Instead, ask your doctor if timing or alternatives can help. This is where a lot of seniors in America feel stuck. They want quick relief, so they reach for a sleeping pill. But here's the reality: prescription sleep aids can help short-term. Yet, they often cause dependency, grogginess, memory issues, or even falls at night. On the other hand, natural solutions may take longer to work, but they build healthier rhythms without side effects. Think of it this way: pills are like renting sleep. You borrow it, but pay interest the next day. Natural routines are like investing. You build long-term sleep wealth. So if you ever feel trapped, remember this: medication is not the enemy, but it should be a last resort, not the first step. Let me bring this closer to home. Margaret, a 74-year-old from Florida, struggled with restless nights. She'd wake up 3 times a night to use the bathroom, stumble back in the dark, and once even tripped over her rug. Her doctor prescribed sleeping pills, but she hated the grogginess the next morning. So she tried something new. She installed night lights, cut fluids after 7 p.m., added a small evening walk, and swapped her evening cola for chamomile tea. Within weeks, she wasn't just sleeping deeper, she felt safer. The pills went into the drawer. Her mornings felt brighter, her energy returned, and she said, "I feel like I've regained control of my nights." That's the power of combining safety plus natural sleep habits. So far, we've unlocked another level of senior sleep wisdom. 1. Safe practices: nightlights, clear pathways, grab bars, and footwear. 2. When to seek medical help: apnea, insomnia, restless legs, frequent urination. 3. The balance between natural and prescription solutions. 4. Real-life proof: Margaret's transformation. But we're not done yet, because in part 6, we'll bring everything together with emotional visualization and real-life storytelling. The heart-touching reason why restorative sleep isn't just about health. It's about independence, family, and the gift of brighter mornings. We've talked about science, routines, foods, and even safety, but now let's step into the part that often matters most. Not the how, but the why. Because sleep isn't just about protecting your heart or sharpening your memory. For seniors, sleep is about holding on to independence, cherishing family moments, and greeting each morning with strength. Close your eyes for a second and picture this. It's a bright Saturday morning in America. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and your grandkids are knocking at the door. They run in, full of energy. "Grandma, Grandpa, come play with us." But instead of jumping up with joy, you feel too exhausted. Your body aches, your head feels heavy, and all you want is to lie down. Now imagine the opposite. You've had a full night of restorative sleep. You rise with a clear head, your joints feel lighter, and your heart feels calm. You open that door with a smile, scoop your grandkids into your arms, and feel alive. That's the power of sleep. It's not just about surviving, it's about living. Here's something science proves again and again. Poor sleep accelerates memory loss. The NIH reports that seniors who consistently sleep less than 5 to 6 hours a night are at much higher risk of developing dementia. But restorative sleep does the opposite. It protects your brain. During deep sleep, your brain literally washes itself, clearing out toxic proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. And beyond memory, sleep is tied to independence. Think of daily tasks: driving to the store, cooking a meal, balancing your checkbook. All require focus, energy, and coordination. Poor sleep steals those abilities. Restorative sleep protects them. Sleep is not just rest, it's dignity. Let's talk about George, a 79-year-old Navy veteran from Texas. For years, George thought sleep was wasted time. He'd stay up late watching TV, doze off in his recliner, and wake up groggy. His wife noticed his memory slipping. He'd forget small things, where he placed his wallet, the name of a neighbor. Finally, after a fall on the way to the bathroom at night, his doctor urged him to focus on sleep. George started small: no caffeine after lunch, a short evening walk, and a regular bedtime. 6 months later, he reported something amazing. His energy returned, his memory sharpened, and his mood improved. His wife said, "I feel like I got my husband back." George now calls sleep his secret weapon for staying independent. For many seniors, bedtime isn't just about science, it's spiritual. Across America, older adults find comfort in prayer before sleep. Studies show that prayer, meditation, or gratitude journaling before bed can calm the nervous system, lower blood pressure, and improve sleep quality. It's not about religion alone, it's about creating peace of mind. Think of it this way: when your heart feels light, your sleep feels deep. Here's a thought to carry with you. Sleep is like a bridge. On one side is the day you just lived. On the other side is the day you're about to enter. When the bridge is strong, you cross safely and confidently. When it's weak, you stumble. Every night you sleep well, you're building a strong bridge to tomorrow, a bridge that leads to energy, joy, memory, independence, and brighter mornings. So far, we've uncovered 1. Sleep as the foundation of independence and memory. 2. Real-life proof: George's transformation from fatigue to clarity. 3. Family, faith, and emotional peace as anchors for better rest. 4. The promise of brighter mornings every single day. But we're not done yet, because in part 7, we're going to tie everything together in a grand recap plus cinematic conclusion. And trust me, you don't want to miss this final piece. We've walked a long journey together, from the science of circadian rhythms to the warmth of chamomile tea, from the dangers of sleep apnea to the glow of family moments. And if there's one truth shining through all of this, it's this: sleep is not just rest. Sleep is restoration. Sleep is independence. Sleep is life. Let's gather the pieces we've uncovered. Why sleep is crucial for seniors. It fuels energy, strengthens immunity, sharpens memory, and protects independence. The science of aging and sleep. Circadian rhythms shift, melatonin declines, and deep sleep becomes harder, but not impossible. Common problems: insomnia, apnea, restless legs, frequent bathroom trips, medication side effects. The dangers of poor sleep: higher risk of dementia, depression, falls, heart disease, and weakened immunity. Natural boosters, herbal teas, magnesium-rich foods, warm evening routines. Daily habits: morning sunlight, evening walks, stretching, winding down. Bedroom environment: cool, dark, quiet, your personal sleep sanctuary. Nutrition and hydration: eat light, avoid caffeine and alcohol, hydrate early, not late. Alternatives to pills: breathing, meditation, prayer, white noise. Safety practices: night lights, clear walkways, non-slip socks, emergency plans. Medical red flags: apnea, extreme insomnia, restless legs, frequent urination. Natural versus prescription: long-term health over short-term fixes. Emotional visualization: the joy of waking up with strength for family, independence, and dignity. Together, these aren't just tips. They're a sleep blueprint designed for seniors in America who want not just longer nights, but brighter days. So tonight, when you close your eyes, I want you to remember this: your sleep is more than 8 hours on the clock. It's the silent medicine that heals your body, refreshes your mind, and prepares your spirit for another day. And here's the secret most people never realize: you have the power to shape your nights. With small, steady choices, you can transform restless evenings into restorative ones. And every brighter morning that follows, that's your reward. So take this knowledge, make it yours, and step into a future where sleep isn't a struggle, it's your greatest ally. Because sleep is not just rest, it's the secret to brighter days and a longer, fuller life.